Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo Career Mode. And today, we are going to the Myers Sunshine Happiness Zoo under the hiring freeze. So it promises a lot with its name, failing to deliver on almost all of it. Only the cheapest of materials and subject to odd employment laws and mysteriously heavy taxation. There'll be a lot of challenges if you want to turn the ship around before it hits the iceberg. We looked at it a little bit in the last episode, so let's go ahead and get started and bring on the pain. All right, everyone, welcome to Siberia. Perfect place for a zoo, if you ask me. Yeah, nice, picturesque, and cold.
Oh, I'm sorry we haven't met before, but I'm Emma Goodwin.
Hi, Emma.
Bernie's daughter. Oh, Nancy gave me your details. I do hope that's okay.
Yeah, how is Nancy, by the way?
I'm getting in touch is because of what Dominic Myers is doing to the profession of zoology, i.e., his wholesale destruction of it.
I agree.
That man should have never been allowed to purchase my family's company.
Right.
His greed? It corrupts everything he touches.
Yep, including the zoos.
I do want you to keep working for him for now. See, I'm setting something up. I just can't give you details yet. But when the time is right, I sincerely hope you'll come work for me instead. Perhaps
All right, we can do that.
We can undo the damage Mr. Myers has done. Until then, chin up.
Yep, do your best. Here comes a
What do you
scumbag.
think about this zoo, eh? It definitely has potential. Not much actual, but lots of potential.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But good news, I've arranged a deal with a local building supplier, so you can use as many breeze blocks as you'd like to build
Breeze
here.
blocks, huh?
Pretty much nothing else, though. Oh, and there's a slight legal issue with the staff. You can't fire any of them, or hire any more.
Right.
Oh, except vendors. So keep the staff you've got happy, or they could be a real problem. Although not as big a problem as the local taxes, which are a very big problem. Long story short, I'm going to have to take mysteriously large yearly payments from the zoo accounts to pay for them.
Right.
Anyway, you better get started. I want to see all sorts of animals here. Giraffes, cheetahs, orangutans, etc.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Furry ones, so we won't have to spend too much keeping them warm. Although you probably will want to give a warm welcome to the reporter who's coming.
Just perfect.
I know they say there's no such thing as bad publicity, but trust me, if that was true, I wouldn't have had to buy all these zoos.
All right, so we've got 13 important alerts. So, no accessible staff room with space. That's going to be a big one. Multiple staff vendors can't find space. So that's going to be something that we need to do. We need to look at our staff facilities. Where in the world are they? Why is everyone upset? So looking here, they are, not happy at all. If we looked at, no pay, no work. So the pay is garbage for these poor folks, and they can't find a staff room. So I think the first thing to do is make sure that we maintain who we have. We have 5 caretakers, 5 keepers, 3 mechanics, 1 security guard, 16 vendors, and 3 vets, and every one of them are going to be extremely important, and every one of them is upset. So they said we can hire vendors. I'm not exactly sure that's the case, so we're going to focus on raising the pay of every one of these staff that isn't a vendor just by a little bit to try to boost their happiness as much as we can. It's going to be a rough uphill battle for sure. Looking at the animals, there's only one animal that really needs a welfare boost, and that is Vladimir the Siberian tiger. Hopefully when he gets out of quarantine, he's not in quarantine this time. Okay, what's up with Vladimir? He's hungry, probably due to the unhappy staff that is barely keeping pace. Looking at the terrain, he doesn't have enough space. I mean, we're going to have to... Can we delete any of these blocks? Oh, we can. That's going to be huge to delete some of this scenery and extend some of these walls out to try to make these animals as happy as possible. Looks like we've got donation bins, though, and that's going to keep us afloat for a bit. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a gander around. We're going to look at the staff facilities, and I'll see exactly what is up. I mean, we have a long train of people. Looks like that break room only has space for 4. And with all these people, if that's our only break room, we're screwed. So I will go ahead. Man, this is going to be rough. I'll look and see what our staff facility situation is like, and then we'll get into the animal welfare. So I will take a look around and be right back. All right, first and foremost, here's our building situation. Vet clinic, quarantine, research is done over here. This is our only staff facility place right here. These 3 buildings, that break room is our only break room, period. The rest you see are vendors, shops, and the red ones have no vendor, probably because they're all tired and all strung out for sure. So what we need to do is we have a location of staff facilities here. We need to get some staff facilities on the other side, perhaps maybe near here. If we can run a path out of here and set up another group of staff facilities, that would be ideal. And not a whole lot of animals around here. People are sticking along this path. So if we extend out here, that could be good for us. The next thing that I notice is we have like all of this. Okay, so that is the entrance. That's the guest spawner. So we can't demolish those. Can't demolish that. Can't. So we can demolish the little bit of barriers. So we can do some demolition. It looks like a little bit. In particular, out back of the Siberian tiger enclosure, we could delete these things and get some money back. So let's go ahead and demolish that, get 205 bucks back. And what we're going to do is extend this wall back using that. If we have to sell some trees, we can as well. So we've got 23 grand in the bank. First and foremost, let's get this staff sorted out and happy. So we have how many staff on staff? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, plus another 16, 34, 35, 36, 37 people on staff and space for 4. We might need to do 2 or 3 staff rooms just sort of like right in a row here. And each one is going to be how expensive. So there's our keeper hut. There's our trade center. So 2,400. We might be able to do 3 staff rooms. So what I'll do is extend this staff path out past here. All right, so that's 3 staff rooms down. Let's get rid of this tree if we can. Indeed we can. 50 bucks back. All right, so it might be really worthwhile to research staff facilities and get bigger staff rooms unlocked. Because we have a lot of staff and we want to keep as much as possible on staff. So let's go ahead and work on that. Mechanic research. Stuart is going to research staff facilities, so get on that. When we look at staff facilities, the first thing we're going to learn is the large keeper hut. Then the second is the large staff room. That is going to be tremendous indeed. Next up, let's get this staff pay raise set. Let's do 50 per person. This may tank our funds a bit. We might actually have to take out a loan. But we'll let these $50 speak, and we'll see who is happy with a $50 raise, as well as extra staff room. That way they can rest. It's going to be huge. So I'll go ahead and get all of these up 50 bucks and be right back. All right, everyone's wages increased by $50. I know the reward animals can be claimed, but ain't nobody got time for that. Let's now put down a new keeper hut. That way our keepers can get going on prepping the animals' food and whatnot. That's going to be ideal. All right, next up, let's fix the tiger situation. All we have to do is give it some more space, it seems. Yeah, looking at the terrain, it just needs more of it. So let's go ahead and... Oh, we can't demolish those trees. Well, crap. On a cracker. We can get 10 bucks for the holly. 10 bucks for the log. Yeah, let's just clean up as much of this as we can. Sell some of these rocks back if we have to. Yeah, sort of microing that. Now let's go into our edit barrier and just extend this barrier out. Let's grab this post and go all the way out. It's a little bit of money, but it's an easy fix. Especially if we can finagle more space out of it for our Siberian tiger. And what exactly... Okay, so that's his water. Okay, let's go ahead and calculate that back up. There we go. So now the tiger's terrain is a little bit better. All right, looking at the plants, we've got some rocks in there that doesn't belong. So that's going to be fine. Do we know any enrichment items for our tiger? Siberian tiger. Yeah, we're definitely just going to work with what we've got. What we can. No toy, no food. That's going to be a problem. All right, so first thing we're going to do is get a veterinarian to research some Siberian tiger stuff. Victoria, that's on you. And that's going to be a toy, at least. All right, let's go ahead and play. Take a look at our staff. See if that happiness goes up. A reporter is coming in 1 month. Oh, that's just all well and good. Yeah, it looks like maybe that salary did not kick in. Either that or they need more. I'm over the moon with this job, you're just tired. So we've got a few new staff rooms down. It's quite a haul, but everyone is coming to, I'll be worn out by the time I get there. I know, I'm doing what we can. There's no quick and easy way to do this. Yeah, it looks like the keepers are using their stuff. Yeah, and I don't like the fact that they're still unhappy. So let me just boost them another 50 and see what we got here. Yeah, we could probably get away with that. We'll see if we can break even as much as we can and get these folks happy. We'll be awesome and not leave. All right, so some happiness is kicking in. Staff happiness is at 68. Hopefully that will go up to 75, and we need a profit of $1,500, which we may be able to do. So then and only then will I think about bringing in the rescue animals. So let's look at the animals that we also have and see who else is on the struggle bus. So still Vladimir is the lowest, followed by Sulala, the Plains Zebra. All right, so enrichment is where you're hurting the most, as well as your terrain. So you need more space as well. Just a little bit more. Yeah, we can extend these walls out a bit. So let's edit that barrier up. Grab these posts and move them out just a skosh. And then how is your terrain now? Do you have enough space? No, still not enough space. All right, we can fix that. Remove these rocks, get some money back. Always good to get some money back. And we'll extend these posts out pretty far. And then we can get the actual terrain set up a little bit better. Something like so. Then we got like garbage in here, a wheelbarrow that's unnecessary, rock that's unnecessary. That's the water trough. We can get rid of that rock. Try to get as much money back as we can. All right, how's your terrain now? Plenty of space. All right, so let's get the terrain set up. There's too much snow, so we do need a heater. And it's set for 30 ambient. And your temperature that you need is 8 to 40, so that's going to be fine. We'll just extend these heaters out a bit. Let's go one there And one there. All right, so that should melt that snow quick, fast, and in a hurry. Once it gets up to temp. Hopefully we're within power. Yeah, it's operational. Yeah, it's slowly and steadily increasing. We may be pulling a heavy load on the generators. That could be. All right, so we need to get this snow gone, and then once the snow is gone, we'll get a better look at the terrain itself. All right, looking at the plants, we've got a fern in there that we don't need. Everything else is set. Yeah, those heaters are cranking very, very slowly. But we are getting some more grass in there. All right, so that's a bit too much rock. And a bit too much snow. Let's see if we can move this guy a little bit closer. And I'm used to the temperature like skyrocketing. Yeah, it kind of looks like our power grid may be a little bit overstressed. Oh, that one's not powered. Okay, so that's easy to do. Let's get some extra power up in here then. Transformer on the backside. So that should be enough juice now to really crank up those heaters. Yeah, it's just not having the overall effect. It's just bloody cold here is what it is. That's going to be tough to get all the snow out. But we've got more than enough rock. Let's put in some short grass. And at least get that up a little bit. There's snow in there. But I think he'll be able to make do. So that group there is hard shelter. We might need to put down some more hard shelter as well. All right, let's go plain zebra and see what kind of shelter we've got. The 8x8x4. Yeah, if we put that there, that should be more than enough hard shelter. All right, so that's shelter. Terrain going. Dangerous animal. Where? Vladimir, how did you get over that? All right, so we'll emergency capture. And that wall may be too low. So what we'll do, we'll select the entire enclosure. And we'll go up 25 feet. But it kind of looks like maybe he used this, that beam maybe to jump over. Maybe the game thought he was outside when he wasn't. So I'll delete those beams. All right, so that should be fine. All right, looking at our plains zebra, we need some enrichment items as well. The zebra doesn't have squat. All right, so let's look at some enrichment. Not a thing. All right, so once we get some enrichment for our Siberian tiger, we're going to have to get some enrichment for our plain zebra and hope that some of that translates over. Yeah, of course we're, like, in the hole. How is our people, by the way? So high workloads all over the place. But we're getting some energy back, and hopefully everyone is reporting to work. Yeah, the inspector is already here. Hey, there's staff happiness at 75%. Now we just need a yearly profit of 1,500, which we will get in 6 months' time or so, hopefully. And then we just need to place the rescue animals. And I don't want to place the rescue animals until we fix the problems that we have here. So Vladimir is still the one who's hurting the most, followed by Tabidi the African wild dog. And I doubt we have any sort of enrichment items for the wild dog. More than enough space, but it's the terrain that's making it really suck. We'll duplicate that and put down a big heater or two. Yeah, let's move this heater over a skosh and get all the snow gone if we can. So we need more soil, more short grass, and less snow. That snow needs to go away. And thankfully it's above freezing. Our heaters can push the snow out, slowly but surely. Yeah, because we are just above freezing, like at freezing now. If we increase 1 degree, we're going to be like fine. But having a constant temperature of 0 is definitely setting us back a ton. We have way too much rock and we need some short grass. So let's plant that in. Yeah, they don't need any rock at all, really. And we need more soil. All right, so that's fine. Still too much snow, but everything else is awesome. We've got plants that don't belong. We'll sell those. And last but not least, enrichment for our African wild dog. Yeah, looking at our enrichment that we do know, we know nothing for any animal. So that's going to be really tough. Social group. We need another adult. Okay, so we need to try to find an African wild dog if we can. And we don't have any. Okay, so this African wild dog is going to be extremely unhappy for the rest of its life until it dies, and then this will just be replaced with something else. Because in our animal trading, we don't have one to purchase at all. So that's about as good as that dog's gonna get. Yeah, we are in a bad place for sure. Yeah, that Siberian tiger is really hurting. Nutrition, last meal quality, and drink. All right, so yeah, that water is not good. Yeah, it's just out of range. Okay, so we've got water over there, but that's not an enclosure. Is it? Do we have any animals here? We do not. This does not need to be watered. Let's see if we can move this thing. We are going to move. Yeah, if we put that there, we'll be fine. Let's do something like that. And then we'll get a path to it. There we go. All right, so get that water cleansed. Yeah, it's cleaning. And then everything else is good. So hopefully that will help our Siberian tiger a ton once that water cleans up. Yeah, because everything else is looking solid. All right, next up on the lowest welfare is our Grizzly Bear. What is up with our Grizzly Bear? Enrichment, which we know nothing of, and last meal quality. But everything else is good except plants. We need some plants in here. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these rocks that away. That will increase the habitat size and give us some money back. All right, so for our bear, we need North American taiga. Hopefully we know North American taiga. Yeah, North American taiga, tundra, and temperate. All right, get a beech tree in here. All right, that's going to be good. All right, so we got some plants for our bear. Enough space. Enrichment is where we would definitely fold. Yeah, once we get enrichment in here, all the animals should be feeling really, really good. Hopefully. So that's a good boost. Next up on our lowest welfare, African dog, Siberian tiger, the plain zebra, and our giant tortoise. Yeah, this thing is all wrong. All right, so we need some more sand. All right, so that's enough sand. Now we need long grass. Just like that. So we got that taken care of. Ivy doesn't work. And enrichment. All right, so we topped off the tortoise as best as we can without learning some enrichment items first. All right, the Timberwolf. Baby Timberwolves. Yeah, this habitat's all wrong too. Tell you what, are there any plants that we can get rid of? Nope. All plants are good. Outstanding. All right, we've got way too much short grass. We need a lot more soil. Soil, soil, soil. Yeah, boost that up. And get rid of all of the long grass if we can. Let's see if we can find the long grass and then basically start fresh. There we go. Maybe a bit too much soil. A little bit more short grass. All right, so that's just enough space with good plant coverage. No enrichment, of course. But we'll work on that. Next up on the welfare docket, Grizzly Bear, our green iguana, which is chilling. We just don't have like, oh, the temperature's off. All right. All right, so let's go to our animals and our Zoopedia and make sure that we have our temperature set. 26 to 31. Let's go 28. And 50 to 60% humidity. Let's go 53. All right, and just like that, our iguana is coming around. All right, let's make sure our Brazilian salmon spiders are correct. A little low on the temperature. All right, let's go ahead and do our Zoopedia. 23 to 29. Let's go 25. Humidity 50 to 84. We'll go 60. Just to keep it right in that zone. Now our spiders are going to be happier. And now looking at our welfare, the tiger is the lowest. Yeah, so a 4-star rating, no education. So that's something that we can do in the next episode, is get our education going. We've got some vet research done, thankfully. So that is going to be the first level of Siberian tiger enrichment, which is really vastly needed, for sure. So, is our tiger good? Can we use those enrichment items somewhere else to boost some happiness? That would definitely be nice. All right, so enrichment items, we got the rubbing pad. All right, so that'll make Vladimir a little bit more happy. Now all Vlad needs to do is drink from clean water. And I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put in a spigot, just in case. All right, so we've got clean water there. As soon as Vladimir takes a swig, we'll be awesome. All right, so I don't know if the African wild dog can use the rubbing pad. We'll take a look-see real quick. No. All right, so what do we learn in the next level of vet research for the Siberian tiger? We get 2 more toys, which could be used in the future. All right, so that's going to be fine. All right, so I think, yeah, education is going to be the name of the game in the next episode for sure. We're making $7 grand per year, and staff is looking fairly happy. I mean, they've got a heavy workload, but we can't hire anybody. So it's like we have to make do with what we got and hope that they work themselves out. But so far, so good. I mean, it's a rough start for sure. That is no joke. But I think our overall welfare is getting better. I think we can actually start. Hey, Carlos, what's up with you? Let's make sure Carlos is okay. No, Carlos is not okay. How about 70 on that humidity? There we go. Now Carlos is okay. Facility having negative effect on guests. Holy crap, we got a transformer right in the middle of the zoo. And it's already being blocked as much as possible. So what power is this affecting? Pretty much everywhere. So can we move this generator out of the way? So the restrooms are right there. Yeah, that's pretty dang terrible. Yeah, we need to move this power grid maybe over here, out of the way. If we were to do that, what would we lose? We would lose all of this. I think we need to move it to a more central location. Because we've got power over here, we've got power over here. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll be a little bit cheeky. And we'll move this power plant Can we move it? Yeah, if we moved it here and then made a staff path only to go in there, I don't think we would actually lose. No, we wouldn't lose any power coverage. Okay, so can we move this little shack? Yes, we can. No, we can't. All right, so what we'll do is we will... What is this? Is this just an empty exhibit? Yeah, it's just an empty exhibit for now. All right, so what we can do is we can edit the barrier. We can chop down a wall. We can put in a guest gate. Yeah, right there. Delete these rocks. Make this a staff path. Loop it around to right there. Okay. We're working. We got it. And then we'll just complete this barrier with some chain link. Like so. And now, what is the negative impact on guests? Right there. So we need to cover this thing up a bit. All right, so we'll get us a shell. Planet Zoo shop shell. Small. And does that reduce the footprint? Up to 47%. And now the guests are not being affected. All right, so we've got that taken care of. Guests aren't going to be all upset by walking by this power plant. Awesome. So yeah, education is going to be the focus of the next episode for sure. Once they get educated, they may stay in the zoo for longer, spend more money, and increase our profit. We're up to 8,000 per year. And I think that means that next episode, we will achieve our yearly profit of 1,500 per year. We might be able to place down the rescue animals. We do have in our rewards, the cheetah and the Bornean orangutan to place down, which is high appeal for that orangutan for sure. We just need a good place for them. We need the tiger to have good water so that the tiger is happy, and indeed that water is much, much better. Where is our tiger? There's our tiger. So yeah, the drink cleanliness and the food quality will definitely benefit. Let's go grade 2 quality. Let's make sure. Yeah, it doesn't have a good feeder. It's suitable food for the tiger. But I like large food trays. Let's go ahead and go nature or habitat and then food and water and get a large food tray in here so that the tiger can have a lot of good food. And the kicker is, how long do these animals survive? If we don't have another Siberian tiger, oh, we do. All right, sweet. We have enough conservation credits to get one. The question is, do we have space? Are they happy enough? To have a baby tiger would be nice, for sure. We have a male. Can we get a female Siberian tiger in here for 400? All right, so we'll get a second Siberian tiger who has 6,000 appeal. So 2 tigers in here is going to be really, really appealing. And hopefully that means more donations. More donations, more money, more problems. All right, so I think we'll call it an episode here. An uphill battle for sure, but we're slowly winning. And I think we're sorting things out much, much better. Yeah, we must be in the southern hemisphere because it's warmer in December than it was in June. So we are like southern Siberia? I don't know. But next episode, education. Education is going to be the name of the game. Glanders. Yep, call a vet. So, yeah, we'll be working on that in the next episode, but that will do it for me, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Planet Zoo video. Take care.